Hello and welcome to In the Know. I'm Mark Crosby of Quincy Access Television. Thank you for joining us. In the Know is a program that helps you to stay informed. Today we will be talking about lead, specifically about an event coming up here in the city of Quincy. And to talk about the event and more, we have Jane Berry, who works here in the city of Quincy. She works for the Community Development and Planning Office here in the city. I think I said that backwards. It's Planning and Community Development. Same words, just moved around a bit.
Shuffle.
But she works for the Office of Healthy Homes in that division. And Jane, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you back into the studios. Our last conversation was about the lead abatement program, and we got, or you got into quite a bit of detail about that.
Yes.
Today, we are going to focus on the upcoming event. Before we get there, though, I do want to talk about your office and maybe the drive, what the initiative is. I mean, this particular lead abatement program.
Yeah, absolutely. In the Office of Healthy Homes, we, as I've said before, we do administer 3 different grants right now. The first-time home buyers, the lead abatement, and housing rehabilitation. But the Office of Healthy Homes is exactly what it says. It's all about creating healthy, safe homes for the city of Quincy. So especially with our lead abatement program, we take that opportunity when families apply to not only get rid of lead, but also to go in and address all the other issues that are required for a healthy home.
And of course, lead is scary, and that's that kind of will bring us to the flyer that I'm looking at right now. But lead poisoning is very serious.
It is very serious, and you don't know that it's there unless you get a blood test. So we absolutely encourage all children to get blood tests for lead. I believe it is, if you're regularly going to the pediatrician, it happens at, I think, 1 year, 2 years, and 5 years, definitely before you enter kindergarten. So that would give families a better sense of what's going on, but it's never a bad idea to have your home lead abated.
Right, and it could affect brain function. I mean, this is serious.
Absolutely. It can affect your brain function. It can cause that sort of disability. It could be slower speech, a lower IQ. There are so many negative effects that are very preventable.
And this particular program that your office administers is a free program for residents.
It is free. Yeah. That's one. It's sort of a key piece that families miss, that it's not a loan, it is a grant. And I think we call it a 5-year forgivable loan, but basically what it means is that if you don't sell or refinance your home within 5 years, it is completely free.
So what do folks need to do? Again, we spoke more in detail with the program that covered this in a half-hour format. But for folks to learn more about this program, first of all, they're going to come to this event, we hope. But just a phone number and maybe a website to visit?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Office of Healthy Homes, our website is officeofhealthyhomes.org. So please come check us out there. You can also find us through Quincy's city site, the Planning and Community Development page. We'll link right over to it. And of course, always feel free to call our office. The number is 617-376-1054.
Very good. My mom is not computer literate, or she says she's not. She really doesn't touch the computer. So anytime there's a phone number, she prefers to go that route. So either way,
Absolutely.
Certainly a way to get in touch with your office. Okay, so there's a week-long series of events that are happening.
There are.
I'm going to hold up this this flyer because it is Halloween related, and that's simply because National Lead Poisoning Prevention Week is happening during Halloween.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So We do have, as you said, a week of events, particularly working with after-school programs, but this culminating event at the end of the week is with the library and completely open to the public. It is October 29th, so we thought it would be an opportunity missed not to tie in that Halloween theme and give kids an opportunity to wear their costume again if they'd like to. And come for some learning, games. There's going to be a craft and a mummy wrap and a Sesame Street video and lots of fun
Yeah, it sounds like
for
fun.
the
And
afternoon.
adults can maybe come in costume if they'd like to.
If they would like to.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. So I know you briefly spoke about some events happening with the schools prior to that.
Yes.
All obviously promoting the program and talking about the dangers of lead.
Yep. Yeah. So we have different videos for different age groups, but we are working closely with the YMCA after school programs, and we're going around the community during that week and sharing some information, talking with kids about what healthy foods can help prevent lead poisoning, because a healthy diet really does contribute to not ingesting or seeing the effects of lead.
And I think we were talking about, maybe the vision that folks have of lead poisoning is a child. I'm going to say a child because I don't think adults would do this, like chewing and gnawing on a windowsill. I mean, I think
Right.
that's a vision that a lot of folks have. But the fact that lead in paint can be so fine that just sanding an area to repaint it could cause problems.
Yeah, it absolutely can, and that's one of the most dangerous things that happens, because if you were to ingest lead by eating a paint chip, you might receive 50% of the poison. If you're ingesting it airborne, it's much closer to 100% of the lead that's in the air you
Right.
would ingest. So
That's problematic,
yes.
clearly. All right, so Saturday, October 29th, 2 to 4 p.m. Again, if you have a costume, certainly bring it. There are crafts that will be being done.
Yep.
And I should ask, are you dressing up?
I think I'm going to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it would be an opportunity missed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Folks that have taken part in this program
Yeah.
from maybe your promotion other than here at QATV, are they surprised to learn that their house may have lead, that lead may be a problem?
More often than not, yes. Typically, we see that families come to us looking for some sort of housing rehabilitation, and then if we're coming into your home anyway and you qualify for any assistance, we will check everything. So we always check for lead. And so many families are surprised because everything looks fine, right? You don't see chipping paint or anything like that.
Right.
And so families think that there's no effect or there's no lead in their home, but there is in, I believe, over 2/3 of the homes in Quincy we estimate, have lead in them.
This event, again, the week that we had mentioned, October 23rd through the 29th, of course, this event is happening for everyone on, again, the 29th. This doesn't mean the end, of course, of the lead prevention program. So talk about that. I know there's something coming up in November as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So as a follow-up with our partners at the Thomas Crane Library, we're also doing a more parent-focused event on November 28th from 7 to 8 p.m. There will be activities for children. We don't want having a child to be a barrier to coming, since that is a requirement of the program to be either have a child under 6 or have a child that frequently visits your home that's under 6. So
At the event on the 29th, with the crafts, obviously, I suppose, what kind of angle would you approach these children with to make sure that they understand how deadly, how serious lead poisoning is?
absolutely. So we are actually starting our event off with a video. And Sesame Street made the video, which they're
Every
great.
kid likes Sesame Street, even
Yes.
adults like Sesame Street. So certainly that's a good start.
So they're helping us. That video is helping get our message across. We're going to ask some questions and have some prizes after that. And then as we move into the more activity phase, each activity is going to have a Healthy Homes principle attached to it. So we are making dust monsters, which
Exactly
they
what
look
that is.
like cute
I need
little
help here.
crafts.
Okay.
But the message that we're saying is really that you can't see dust, but it is a problem. So it's yes, we're doing this cute craft, but it's also a point of conversation. And we'd like to start as young as possible.
And was there another craft that I...
Yes,
okay.
we're also doing a mummy wrap.
Okay. Yeah,
so
I heard that, and I thought,
with-
I have to go back to that. Find out about the mummy wrap. Okay.
Yeah, so basically you're wrapping yourself in toilet paper, but it's one of the main Healthy Homes principles is keeping your house clean and clutter-free. So there is sort of this fun Halloween twist, but the conversation around that activity actually is about healthy homes and picking up after yourself and things like that. So as each child is going to get a chance to be wrapped and jump out of the toilet paper, but then they also have to clean it up,
Right.
which is...
Which can be fun, too. A game can be made out of cleaning up
Yes,
what
yeah.
you've just created. Absolutely. No registration.
No registration. It's absolutely free. There's going to be goodie bags with some fun things, bouncy balls, bubbles, some Halloween school supplies. So,
Yeah, so
You
it
know.
sounds like I want to be a kid again, so I can go. Although I can go. I can certainly go. Adults can go.
absolutely.
To learn more, visit the website.
Yep, officeofhealthyhomes.org, and or absolutely give me a call at 617-376-1054.
All right. I think we've done well. Anything I've missed?
No, I think that's everything.
Covered well? Okay, good. Well, good luck with the event and the week-long series of events leading, of course, up to Saturday, October 29th. And again, I'll hold this up for folks, and we will have this on screen so that you might be able to see it a lot better than me holding it up. But great program. Great to have you on, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And thank you. I'm still thinking about the mummy wrap. And thank you at home for watching. This has been a program of Quincy Access Television. Please continue to watch QATV for more locally produced programming.